long.
I'll tell you how long it's going to take us.
Well, it's never more than about 12 minutes, mainly for medical technical reasons.
We don't want to hear it, Ma. You're going to answer some questions, and you're going to answer them truthfully. Is there going to be any DLC for L.A Noire?
Didn't kill my wife. She's just dead inside, and in a much more literal sense. Wait, what?
L.A Noire DLC. Battlefather wants to know if there's any, and if you don't give me something, pinning this all on you, Ma.
Pinning all what?
We'd love to make you for this, Ma. So if you don't give me something, I'm letting my partner here loose on you.
Partner? There's nobody even there. Right, well, the short answer is yes. The long answer is
Enough of the wisecracks. Out with it.
fine. Well, you might have seen some of the add-ons that are coming out floating around as bonuses for pre-order in the game. There's a Badge PC collectible challenge and 2 suits of Roderick, a lovely blue number with a stuffed cherry and a distinctive pattern that also, I don't know, boosts his melee abilities or something. And the sharpshooter, that's a brown suit with a swirl pattern and tie, and that enhances your aim with rifles and pistols on account of its cotton-rich fabric. Right, are we done here? Can I go back to dismembering? I mean, not dismembering my wife.
We're done when I say we're done, Ma. Tell us about the cases.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying, Mr. Ma. You know all about the cases. Strike up the band, Nightingale.
Okay, I must have had temporary amnesia or something. There are new cases as well. The first 2 are also available as pre-order bonuses, namely Slip the Tongue, a bonus case on the traffic desk in which a seemingly run-of-the-mill car theft ends up sparking an investigation into the largest auto fraud racket ever seen. And the Naked City. That's a price case that sees Phelps looking deeper into the supposed suicide of a stunning impression.
Me too. You're holding out on me, guys.
Is that... Have you ever drawing of me in your notebook?
No, ignore that. Answer the question.
Yeah, 2 of the cases have been announced. The Nicholson electroplating disaster, which is also a great name for a band. That's out on the 21st of June. Then there's also Reefer Madness, which puts Phelps back on the price feed. That hits on the 12th of July. Now, you can buy each add-on individually or buy the Rockstar Pass add-on now for 800 Microsoft points, which gives you everything and saves you 50% on buying it all individually. That goes up to 960 Microsoft points on the 14th of June, though, so you better be quick about it. Wait, stop that.
Sorry. That's all for now, Mr. Ma, but don't think you're off the hook.
Playing L.A Noire much?
Right, next up, D-Suite 2011 is asking about Modern Warfare 3. Apparently it's the newest game in one of the biggest video game franchises of all time.
Alright.
Indeed. Well, there seems to be a bit of information floating around about this. What? Modern Warfare 3? That's how it works. Anyway, first things first, it's being developed by what remains of Infinity Ward in conjunction with Sledgehammer Games, a studio founded by original Dead Space creators Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey. The multiplayer is being worked on by Raven Software, the guys responsible for Heretic, Hexen, Swords of Fortune, and Singularity, amongst others.
And from what we've seen in the trailer, the game will have missions set in America, France, Germany, and England. Yes. And will serve as a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 2, with Vladimir Makarov returning as the main enemy.
Levels shown to the press so far include level sets in New York, where you control the Delta Force operative known as Derek Frost Westbrook, who pitch fighting on the streets of Manhattan. It spills over onto the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange, followed by a tightly scripted helicopter escape through the skyscrapers.
Also shown was a rainy London mission where you control a gruff SAS soldier called Burns and his team through narrow streets into a supply depot, and then on the mounted gun of a truck as you chase a runaway tube train through the tunnels of ye old London Underground.
We can also apparently look forward to more Spec Ops, this time with a progressive ranking mode like that found in multiplayer that allows you to unlock weapons, gear, kill streaks, and the like. Spec Ops will also include a new survival mode, as it's pretty much compulsory these days, and sees you and your partner facing wave after wave of enemies, including dogs, gangs, swans, media staff.
As is their wont, Activision are keeping quiet about the multiplayer so far, save that it will obviously have some, so keep an eye on Inside Xbox for more info as and when we get it.
Speaking of Call of Duty multiplayer, loads of you have been asking about the new Call of Duty Elite service since it was announced on Tuesday, like this here Merca Berserker did on Facebook.
Now, a lot of people have been fretting that Activision was going to start charging people to play Call of Duty online. Activision has steered clear of that particular minefield, instead opting to introduce Call of Duty Elite, an online social network for CoD players.
There's certainly enough of them to sustain it. According to Acti, 20 million people play CoD a month, with a staggering 7 million people logging in every day. Elite is Acti's way of letting you keep track of your Call of Duty career. It gives you a single profile that tracks your stats across all the Call of Duty games that support it. So far that's Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, but future CoD games will be included as well. They're going for a 4-screen strategy with Elite, which is marketed doublespeak 4. You can access it on your phone, your PC, on the 360 dashboard, and in-game.
Yeah, well, that's 3 screens technically, but we'll let them have their fun. On the PC, which is the only screen we've seen it running on, it's split into 4 sections: Career, Connect, Compete, and Improve. Career contains your career stats, custom classes, weapon stats, updates from friends and track players, staff picks for theatre clips, and even super niche stuff like heat maps from recent matches that show you where the bulk of the action took place.
Connect lets you, well, connect to other players, but in interesting ways. You can link a YouTube account to CoD Elite to upload your theatre clips and tag friends in your videos. You can form clans, finally, and groups of players linked by common interests. The group Activision showed off to us was comprised of people interested in photography, but you can start a group based on any interest you like.
Oh, what I love that.
This means there'll be scope for group versus group and clan versus clan competition, as well as leagues to determine the best CoD clans in the world.
Compete acts as a kind of CoD calendar, showing you events that are taking place, like tournaments, competitions, and even things like screenshot contests where players can upload shots based on a theme. The one shown to us is Fiery Mayhem, with a chance to win real-world prizes.
Finally, the Improve tab is a kind of CoD training centre, offering detailed map walkthroughs, tutorial videos, and even step-by-step guides to every single weapon and perk in the game, for those who want to move up from the bottom half of the leaderboard.
There's no word on pricing yet, but Acti is promising that it'll be less than comparable online services. The other advantage of premium membership is that it'll allow you to access all future DLC packs from Call of Duty games for free. So if you're a hardcore CoD player, it's probably worth it for that alone.
CoD Elite will be launching at the same time as Modern Warfare 3, that's 8th of November, but there's going to be a free public beta this summer if you want to check it out for yourself before then. Head to callofduty.com/elite to sign up.
Perry D11 should probably have his license revoked if his taste in games is anything to go by, as he's a big fan of the Carmageddon series and wants to know if the old ones will ever be coming back to XBLA or if there's a new one in the works.
Yeah, if you don't remember the original Carmageddon games, they came out on the PC in the late 90s and were officially the best driving games ever.
What do you mean officially the best driving games ever? I didn't like them.
No, it was official. Sorry, I've got the certificate.
Here. Child. Well, while I find it hard to agree with such irrefutable...
You could run people over and turn your car into stone, and it had moon gravity and stuff. It was amazing.
Right, it started out as a Mad Max game, but the license fell through, and then it became a Death Race 2000 game, and that license fell through, all of which really should have served as a warning.
Oh, sorry, it doesn't have real-time tyre deformation or recreations of every single blade of grass on the Nürburgring, Your Highness. It has cars with swords on top of them.
Okay, is there a point to all of this?
Oh, yeah, there's a new one in front.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, Stainless, the developer behind the original games, has acquired the rights to Carmageddon from Square Enix and is working on a new download-only game currently called Carmageddon Reincarnation.
It's all very early days at the moment. No platforms have been announced, and Stainless is looking for a partner to take the project forward, but seeing as the last Carmageddon game came out in space year 2000, any news at all should be extremely welcome to fans of the series.
A Stainless studio co-founder Neil Barden said Carmageddon Reincarnation will feature the same black humour and comic violence that made the original game such a success. All the laughs, the crazy power-ups, and extreme destruction will return. We'll make sure that existing fans get what they want and expect from a Carmageddon game.
So there you go, expect more on this stupid
Brilliant
game once we get it. Let me see that certificate again.
No.
It's mine! Post Aaron has generated enough mana to cast a spell, Magic the Gathering, Jewel of the Planeswalkers 2012 info, which we are powerless to resist.
Planeswalkers or Planeswalkers?
Planeswalkers.
Planeswalkers? Whatever. Magic the Gathering, Jewel of the whatever it is, 2012, is actually only a couple of weeks away, scheduled as it is for release on Xbox Live Arcade on 15th of June. As the name suggests, this is more of a seasonal update to the previous games, and so the emphasis is on improvements to the visuals, new decks, and additional modes rather than any major overhauls.
Now, the biggest new addition is a new multiplayer mode called Arch Enemy, where you team up with 2 other players to battle against a Swedish death metal band with a terrifying female singer. At least, that's what I've decided boss opponent means in a press release.
The game still uses pre-constructed decks, although a greater degree of customization is